Hey everybody, it's Podgy, and I know everything looks kind of weird and I just switched and turned into a soldier for a second, but that's because when I recorded this week's viewer challenge, I guess everything went whack, and there's no demo, POV demo, there's no TeamSpeak recording of my comms, there's no mumble recording of everybody else's comms, and this whole thing just became an entire big mess. So what I decided to do was just make a commentary out of this week's viewer challenge. Now, as you can see, I'm using the classic on a pro Viaduct lobby, which is very, very odd, because who the hell would use a classic in a competitive lobby or match setting of any sort? But I mean, I got challenged to do it by my very good friend Alex Rondego, and you should check out his channel. I'll probably put a link right here in the doobly-doo, or like off in the left corner or something. But yeah, anyways, so my challenge was to play Classic Sniper in a lobby, and I chose Viaduct because Viaduct feels very fast. Plus, how else are you gonna play well at Sniper with a pretty okay weapon unless you're on Viaduct? Well, anyways, so in this, I just wanted to talk about the Classic and its good points, its bad points, there's a good point right there, like how, yeah, let's just start with the good points. We're just gonna start now. So, anyways, the Classic Sniper is different from every other sniper rifle, obviously, in the way that it can fire charge shots regardless of being zoomed in or not. That says it right in the description. But the problem is that headshots can only happen if there's a full charge shot. So you actually have to wait the whole 3.3 seconds. What is it? Yeah, I think it's like 3.3 seconds for the charge before you can get the headshot. Otherwise, you're gonna do a body shot every time, and that body shot already does what is it? 10% less damage than what a headshot would do. So a fully charged body shot would do 135, because 10% of 150 is 15, and 150 minus 15 is 135. Math. Anyways, and full like a quick scope does 45. Yeah, more math. Isn't math fun, guys? Yes, and also I was rocking the SMG because I needed that close range firepower. Eventually I did switch to the Razorback, but whatever. But anyways, so now that we know what the Classic does, now let's talk about its validity in competitive. And to be honest, I don't think that it really has much of a use in competitive unless you're just fooling around in TF2 Center, which by all means, go for it then. But I feel like it makes snipers play too passively, and it just, yeah, I played way too passive during this game, and my stats were skewed because every headshot I got had to be on 450 damage. I'll post a link of the logs afterward and you can see, like, I did well, but that's because I know how to play Viaduct very well, because I'm very good at Viaduct. Wow, that was a lot of blood. That's also a good point I can talk about. The psychological factor of this gun. I keep jumbling around, but that's because why it's a jumbly weapon in my opinion. So why have a structured commentary with a jumbly weapon, you know? It's a very it makes it not as fun. Anyways, I missed that medic, but I wasn't gonna get a headshot anyways. So good points. I would say that this weapon makes you more it makes you more accountable for your shots, so you're a little bit more careful about what you take instead of just firing off shots hoping to get a headshot or something. You are the feature of being able to shoot charge shots independent of zoom is also very good, because it increases your awareness while charging up your shot. And if you do need to scope, well then by all means. If you don't want to scope, that's fine too. Just get a no scope headshot and be one of those elite COD players that everyone wants to be. But I don't know. Other than that, I think it makes you a very vulnerable sniper. Because you'll see later in this video, I try sniper be sniping, but I can't do it because all that ever happened was that I just died because I was a sitting duck trying to charge up my shot, and if I peeked, he was already ready with an unneeded 450 damage shot, and that kind of sucks when you consider yourself a decent counter sniper, and you have to play like extremely passively and catch the snipers off guard instead of just like beating them out. Oh look, there's that no-scope lead headshot that I was talking about. Yep, I'm obviously a COD player, and look, I just said no-scoped or something like that. Yeah. And then I died to the sniper because, like I said, sitting duck. Anyways, but I guess that would bring me to my bad points. The gun is... It takes way too long to charge. That should be something with the classic. It needs a faster charge speed. It needs to be like the Cine Sleeper, I think. Otherwise, this gun will have nothing other than... no meaning other than trolling. And that bothers me, because I don't want troll guns. Like, there's already one gun I don't like, and that's a Cine Sleeper. Get wrecked, Scout. And, it just bothers me, you know? I don't know. What else can we talk about in this game? It was fun because my team was entirely European, pretty much, and they kept saying things, and I found them funny, and they were like, "Why are you laughing? Is it because I'm British?" And I'm like, "No. It's because it's funny." But, you know, British people are so smug. Kidding. I love British people. Oh, what a med pick. Did you see him explode into a cloud of blood like that? Stuff like that. I guess that's a good thing, like I was gonna say earlier. There's a fear factor, a psychological factor of just being your body turns into a cloud of blood, and sometimes that blood just flies in the air. Like, they can't see it, but you can, and it just makes you feel good. Be like, yeah, and that's why my gun is called, oh, that air shot. It wasn't a headshot, but, you know, it was, he turned into a firework, and I think that's pretty cool, in my opinion. I think I get the med right here. Yeah, I do. Awesome. But your body just turns into a cloud of blood, and I called my classic, defying physics and the law of matter because of that, because how else do you explain a gun that can turn flesh and bone into just blood? Funny, in my opinion. But yeah, we win this game 3-0, because I guess, obviously I carried very hard, and my 400 damage was completely relevant. I think Sizzling Stats said like 288, so I guess I was actually doing pretty well, considering the circumstances. But, yeah, that's all I really have to say. This video is almost over. Send me more challenges. Next week is a pub challenge, and then after that it's gonna be another lobby challenge, if you guys give me that. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. This is Podgy, signing off.